Don't skip this, my friend. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful and dramatic stories in the Bible, the story of Samson, a man chosen by God before his birth, a man given incredible strength, unlike anyone else in his time, but also a man whose weaknesses remind us of the importance of obedience and humility before God. This is the story of Samson, found in the book of Judges, chapters 13 through 16. Our story begins with the people of Israel once again turning away from God because of their disobedience. God allowed them to fall under the control of the Philistines. In the town of Zorah, there lived a man named Manoah and his wife. They had no children. But one day, an angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife and said, "You will give birth to a son. He must never drink wine or eat anything unclean, and no razor shall touch his head, for he will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines." God was raising up a deliverer. His name would be Samson. Samson grew, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon him with great power. His strength was not ordinary. It was supernatural. One day, while traveling, a roaring lion came toward him. But Samson, filled with God's Spirit, tore the lion apart with his bare hands. This was the beginning of his mighty acts. The Philistines ruled over Israel, but Samson struck fear in their hearts. One time, the Philistines surrounded him, thinking they had him trapped. But Samson grabbed the jawbone of a donkey and used it as a weapon. With God's power, he struck down 1,000 Philistines that day. The people saw Samson was no ordinary man. But Samson had a weakness. He often let his desires guide him rather than God. He fell in love with a woman named Delilah. The Philistine leaders offered her silver to discover the secret of Samson's strength. Again and again she asked, "Tell me the secret of your strength." Finally, after pressing him daily, Samson revealed the truth. "If my hair is cut, my strength will leave me." That night, as Samson slept, Delilah cut his hair. The Philistines rushed in, and this time, Samson had no strength to fight. They captured him, blinded him, and took him to prison. Samson was taken to Gaza, blinded and humiliated. But in prison, his hair began to grow again. One day, the Philistines gathered in a huge temple to celebrate their victory over Samson. They mocked him and brought him out to entertain them. But Samson prayed to God, saying, "Lord, strengthen me just once more, so that I may take vengeance on the Philistines from my eyes." Samson placed his hands on the two great pillars of the temple. With all his strength he pushed, and the temple collapsed, killing thousands of Philistines and Samson himself. In his death, Samson defeated more of God's enemies than he did in his life. The story of Samson is powerful and tragic. He was chosen by God and given incredible strength. Yet his weakness for temptation led to his downfall. But even in his final moment, when he turned back to God, the Lord used him to accomplish his purpose. The lesson is clear. Our greatest strength does not come from ourselves, but from God. And when we trust him fully, he can use us, even in our weakness, for his glory. Thank you for watching the story of Samson. Remember, true strength comes from walking with God. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories brought to life. Until next time, may God bless you.